So hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be discussing something pretty important that happened at the weekend. It is to do with the darts. The fact that Dimitri Bergh has just, once I'm recording this, it was 2 days ago now that he won the World Matchplay. I just thought I'd give you my reaction. Obviously I'm doing reaction videos, so I thought it'd be quite a good idea. The only reason why I'm on my Manchester United screen is the fact that I'm streaming straight after I put this video in rendering. You see what I mean? So that's what this video is for. And then obviously I'll be streaming straight after, so you guys are able just to click off this and click right onto the stream. Easy as you like. But anyway, to the darts. Before I do start this video, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on post notifications so you don't ever miss any content when it ever goes up on the channel. So, Dimitri Bergh has won the World Matchplay like 2 days ago. He won it. Quite a hard road he had to the final here. I'm just looking at it here. He had Aspinall, who's a top 10 player. Dimitri Bergh, when he started in this year's event, he started in the PDC Pro Tour, which is obviously, he's 11th in that, so but he's a good player in that, Dimitri Bergh, very, very good player. He was good in the World Matchplay. I was surprised how he won it. But anyway, has Aspinall in the first round beat him 10-5, which is quite a big victory, because Nathan Aspinall won the UK Open just not long ago in 2019. Then he goes on to beat Joe Cullen in the second round. Then in the quarter-finals he beats Adrian Lewis. Now I watched this game. Adrian Lewis was at his best at some of the time. Dimitri Bergh was amazing in that game. Then I watched the semi-final. I watched that as well, when he beat Glenn Durrant just 17-15, which was hard on Glenn Durrant because obviously Durrant played well, but Dimitri Bergh, the thing that really caught my eye when I watched a lot of his games was his finishing. And I don't know if any of you other guys who watched the World Matchplay like kind of saw this, but that's the thing that really caught my eye, was his finishing. It wasn't anything to do with his stance, anything like that. It was the finishing of Dimitri Bergh. It was amazing. And then in the final, I watched this final all the way through because there was highlights on YouTube about it. And Gary Anderson was good to start off with, but then when he got right into it, Dimitri Bergh just let go. He was finishing like top class finishes. Gary Anderson were getting down to a double, and then Dimitri Bergh was taking it a ton plus. Like Gary Anderson just couldn't do much in that final at all, and that's what really shook Anderson. Like when Anderson, see, I watch a lot of Gary Anderson matches and stuff like that. It's the same with Peter Wright, Van Gerwen sometimes as well. I don't know if you guys see it as well, but when a player crumbles under pressure, you can see it, and it's the fact that their finishing goes so wild and they cannot finish, like they're done already basically, and it's a hard thing to see when you want somebody to win. Like in that final on Sunday, I wanted Anderson to win because obviously he's a homegrown lad. Scottish, obviously I wanted him to win. Dimitri Bergh was just out of this world. As I see here, there was 6 points of a difference, well 6.50 in the averages. So, but Dimitri Bergh, fair play to the lad who won it. It was some final. Like I loved the final. I think it was one of the best finals in terms of finishing I've ever seen in my life. And obviously commiserations to Anderson. He had an easier, obviously run to the final, but obviously in the end he couldn't do anything about Dimitri van den Bergh and what he was like. So in the first round he beats Justin Pipe with a 90 average, then he boosts that up to 92 with a 11-8 victory over James Wade. I watched that match as well. He nearly got knocked out in that because James Wade was playing well. Simon Whitlock, he just beat as well. Michael Smith, that was a good game. Gary Anderson and Michael Smith, I watched that all the way through as well. And obviously the final where he gets beat. But what I see here from looking at the averages is he starts off at a 90.59, then he goes to 92, then he goes to 98, then he goes down to 97, and then he's back down to a 92. So, really and truthfully, he was shite at the start and he was shite at the end, pretty much. Because they are not good averages for a player of Gary Anderson's like way of thinking. Like Dimitri van den Bergh's was a lot better. 90 against Aspinall, 93 against Joe Cullen, 99 against Adrian Lewis, 98 against Glenn Durrant, and 98 against Gary Anderson. There was not one under 93 there, and Gary Anderson had 2. So that really was the difference, and obviously the finishing as well. But Dimitri van den Bergh, fair play to him. He came out and he totally ramroded Anderson. Railroaded, I should say ramroded, bloody hell. But the biggest scalp in this competition, I think, is probably Van Gerwen. The fact that he didn't make it through to either the semi-finals or the final. If Van Gerwen would have beat Simon Whitlock, he would have faced Anderson in the quarter-finals, and I'm pretty sure Van Gerwen would have beat Anderson as well, because Anderson just cannot hold under pressure against Van Gerwen. So, and obviously Rob Cross going out in the first round, which was a bit of a scalp. Bigger average as well, so I'm surprised how he went out. Dave Chisnell as well, you would expect him to get to at least the quarter-finals, but Van de Voort was brilliant in this competition. He was good. Unlucky to get put out by Glenn Durrant. Gerwyn Price, this was another massive scalp. This is 4 times in the bounce that he's went to the World Matchplay, and he's actually not made it through the first round. So he needs to get that out of his mind and come back for the next one, obviously in 2021, and just get through the first round and just annihilate the competition. I'm not a massive fan of Gerwyn Price, but I like the way that he throws. It's just these actions that are a bit like suspect at points. I'd say the best match of the week that I've seen anyway was probably the final. I've got to say the final. The Gary Anderson and Michael Smith game was good. I'd say that was second, but the final was just out of this world. And I think in the end, Dimitri van den Bergh is a deserved winner of this competition, just for how good he played and like how much he destroyed Anderson in that final, especially in the latter stages of the final as well. But that'll be it, guys. That is just my quick reaction to Dimitri van den Bergh winning the World Matchplay, and obviously we hope to see him again in other events as well. I think the next event is I think it'll be like the Australian ones, like the Brisbane Darts Masters, like what they do each year. So that'll be the next event. I think that'll be coming up maybe the middle week of August or something like that. But thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please do remember to sub to the channel, like the videos and all that good stuff. And remember, after this video, the stream goes live. It's the Manchester United career mode that I'm on right now. We've got Arsenal to start off. We're in the January transfer window. Leave your signings that you want me to make in the chat. I think I've got about 33 million at the moment. I think I'm going to sell some more players and all that good stuff. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.